me show you how a grade 4.5 car looks like. Now we have this 2019 Toyota RAV4 Adventure that we have just imported for one of our clients. And he specifically wanted a masculine color, and it's exactly what we have brought home. Now the mileage for this car is only 11,000 kilometers, and it's a grade 4.5 car. So that means that this is a car that is going to serve this client for a very long time. Let's start with the boot area. Because he's a family man, he said that it was very important that he gets a car that has a very ample boot area so that he can be able to carry stuffs here and there. As you've noticed, the car comes with a powered tailgate. Actually, RAV4 is one of the car that has a very big cargo area. You can be able to fit so many things, and the best part is that you are able to recline these seats to actually get more cargo area. So if you are an adventure junkie, you can be able to load your stuffs over here, and you're going to have, a good adventure moment because this is a very spacious car. And let's look at the accessories. These are the tools that the client is going to use. And mark you, nothing gets lost. Everything is usually as it was submitted by the previous owner. You have the tools over here, and you have this beautiful and convenient bag for storage where he'll just need to store his stuffs and he's good to go. Then we have the jack that's still in a new condition. Then we have the compressor over here that is still new, it hasn't been used. So this one comes as a replacement for a spare tire. But in a scenario where the client still needs the spare tire, he can be able to get rid of this and replace this with a spare tire. That depends with what you prefer, but still the compressor serves the same function. And then let's look at the rear seat area. So if you're a family person like my client, then you can rely on RAV4. Actually, I've spoken to many moms and many dads, and they've told me one reason they're going for RAV4, apart from reliability, it is practicality. Yeah, because they tell me they're able to fit their family, kids, sometimes school drop-offs and all that conveniently, because this is a good family car. When we are talking about space, let me tell you, it's actually one of the most spacious SUVs that we have. Look at the legroom, it's very, very comfortable. The tall person can comfortably fit here. The headroom is also very generous, and a 6-foot person could comfortably fit here. Then you have this one that extends as an armrest for extra comfort as you're taking your trips. And also in a scenario where you're carrying 3 people, a third passenger could comfortably fit over here. I like the fact that it comes with this ventilation well suited at the rear seat to just make sure that the passengers that are seated at the back are equally comfortable. We also have the charging ports where you can be able to charge your laptops as you're traveling, your phones, and all that. And this is very convenient. It also comes equipped with this Toyota RAV4 sound system, and I can tell you for sure this is a banger. So for music lovers, you can be sure that you are sorted. We also have a compartment where you can store your water bottles and acts as a good cup holder. Otherwise, the seats are powered and it has the heated seats. Let me actually show you that. As you can see, it has a powered seat. So this means that you are able to adjust and recline your seats conveniently. If you are a tall person, you can adjust them. If you are a short person like me, then you can be able to adjust them conveniently. Also, it comes with seat heaters. So in a scenario where it's a bit cold, then you are sorted. I really like the dashboard of the RAV4 Adventure, especially the one that has this orange finishing. Makes the car look very masculine and makes the car look very rugged, and of course makes it look very beautiful. We have this infotainment system that is well positioned and looks very, very beautiful. It's a touch screen, by the way, and you can be able to control your stereo system from this point. Also, it comes with a dual AC. So this means that the passenger princess and the driver, they can be able to adjust the temperature accordingly. There are people that love a cold car, and then there are people that love a warm car. So you can be able to do that. And also, as I was telling you, it has the heating effect and the cooling effect. So you can also be able to adjust that accordingly. Both front seat or the rear seats, depending with what seats. It only has the heated seats on the front seat. Also, we have a compartment where you can store your cups, acts as a good cup holder when you're traveling. And also, there's something that I needed to show you. Here we have different driving modes. Now we have the eco mode. Eco mode is for fuel efficiency. When you don't want to run on so much fuel, that's when you engage the eco mode. And then we have the normal driving mode. Then you have the sport mode. The sport mode is very thrilling, but it's going to be expensive. Fuel, you're going to consume very much fuel. And then you have the snow mode in an area where, it's a bit snowy. In Kenya, we don't have that. But this is a Japanese model, and it tends to snow in Japan. Also, we have the rock and dirty area. Sometimes you could be at a place that is quite rocky, because this is the adventure. It's able to, navigate the rocky and the rough terrain. So you just engage your the rocky button, and then the car kind of engages itself. And then we also have a muddy or a sandy area, or maybe a slippery area. And I can tell you for sure, this is not a car that is going to skid or to slip. It's a car that you can rely on for your adventures. So we have these towing covers that are usually shipped separately, so that everything is in order, so that nothing gets lost. And then we have we can use this one either as a storage box, or you can store your drinks over here. And there's also a charging port. I like the leather of this car. It's high quality, makes the car look very nice. And I needed to show you the mileage of this car, because that's why we are here and that's why we exist. Now the mileage is only 11,000 kilometers. So this means that this is technically a new car, and it's a car that is going to serve our client for a very long time. The only thing that we need to go and do is fuel this car full tank, give it a very deep clean, then inform the client so that he can come and collect the motor vehicle. He has been very patient, and I know that he's going to be a happy client. Also, on the steering wheel, we have these control panels that you can use to receive your mobile phone or as you're driving. And on my right, we have the cruise control, and then also we have the Toyota safety radar, and then we also have the lane assist. So these are some of the safety features that Toyota RAV4 comes with. Maybe a question that comes up: how much do I need to part with if I want to import such a vehicle? For a 2019 model, the price is about Kenya shillings 4.3 million. That is for a fully loaded Toyota RAV4 Adventure. And you're sorted. Especially the one that has such a low mileage like this one, and it's a grade 4.5. It means that this is a car that is going to serve my clients for a very long time without any garage errands. He won't need a list of the mechanic. This is a car that is going to give him value for the next 7 years guaranteed. I also love the fact that it comes with these alloy rims. These are suited for rough terrains, and that's why you only find these alloy rims only in the RAV4 Adventure, because actually the RAV4 Adventure is built for off-road, off-road usage, or it's a very off-road capable car. I need to show you the front view of the car so that you can see how beautiful the car looks like. Very rugged, very masculine, and exactly what the client ordered for. It comes with this honeycomb grille that make the car look very beautiful, and as you can see, the ground clearance for this car is massive, and this is a big SUV. In all matters, we can say this is a big SUV. It's actually bigger than the Toyota Harrier, and it's a good car. If you'd like to import this one, kindly feel free to contact us at Best Cars for Sale in Kenya, and I'll assure you that we're going to bring home a good car. To start the process, you only require a deposit of 20%, then you'll offset the 80% balance once the car arrives in Kenya. With 20%, we are able to ship this car, organize for shipping, all the logistics in Japan, all the paperwork, all the documentation, and ensure the car safely lands at the port of Mombasa. Once it lands at the port of Mombasa, you are actually at liberty to go to Mombasa and confirm that the car is in a good condition, and it's in the condition that we had agreed. Once you're happy and content, then you'll make the 80% balance so that we clear with the supplier, pay for duty, clear the car at the port of Mombasa, register it, and safely put it in a car carrier for delivery to Nairobi. Make sure you hit us up, and I can tell you for sure we're going to make you a happy client just like our other happy clients. The entire importation process takes an average of 28 to 55 days for your car to arrive here. And the best part is that we will handle all the logistics on your behalf, all the way from sourcing up to delivery. The only thing you need to do is sit at home, continue looking for money, and let us handle all the logistics. I think with best cars, as we are sourcing these cars, we ensure that we cherry pick cars that are in the best condition, because for us, it's very important that our client ends up with a car that is in a very good condition and a car that gives them value for their money. Because at the end of the day, it's a very big transaction. We are talking about 4 million, 4.3 million. That's a lot of money, and you don't wanna go wrong with that money. So that's where we come in to ensure that we select a car that is in a good condition. We personalize the experience, we make you part of the experience, and we bring home a car that will always make you happy, and a car that will serve you well, and overall a car that is going to meet all your specifications. Now we do have our physical offices in Ruiru Town, Greek Towers, 3rd floor, door number F7, and we will be happy to interact with you. Make sure you call us or pay us a visit. Bye.